Eharlem TV is brought to you by Emblem Health Neighborhood Care, bringing care closer to the Harlem community, digital laundry production and archiving, the Fresh Bread Group Creative Communications, and with the generous support of the Peter and Carmen Lucia Buck Foundation. Coming up on Eharlem TV, the Urban Garden Center celebrates fall under the L at 116th Street.
We have 35 different businesses participating.
The first annual East Harlem Harvest Festival offered food, beer tasting, a little Moroccan flavor, and garden magic for all ages. Plus, ghosts, pumpkins, and autumn colors were in abundance for the first annual East Harlem Harvest Festival, organized last fall by the Urban Garden Center that's located under the L at 116th Street and Park Avenue. Spanning 3 days in October, this special celebration began with a gala fundraising and networking event, continued with a full day of activities for the entire community, and concluded on Sunday with a free tree giveaway. The festival featured local food vendors, entertainment, art, and lots of fun. Our Fred Noriega and Jamie Alexander were there for the opening night festivities.
Hi, I'm Jamie Alexander with Eharlem TV. We're here at the Urban Garden Center for the East Harlem Harvest Festival Gala. This gala is benefiting Union Settlement and the 116th Street Block Association. So let's go talk to some people, see some plants, and eat some food. Opened 3 years ago, the Urban Garden Center is a multi-generational family business. I talked to Sarah Gatanas about their plans for the weekend. So putting this whole gala together, how was that experience?
It was definitely a little crazy because this whole event happened in 3 weeks. We put it all together. So it's been a whirlwind, but a lot of fun,
Why was it important for you guys to put on a gala like this here in the Urban Garden Center?
This is part of our event to further raise awarenesses about all the great businesses and restaurants that are part of East Harlem and raise money for two of our local nonprofits that we support, which is 116th Block Association and Union Settlement, which helps a lot of families in the community. So we just thought it would be a great way to just introduce everyone and have like a little networking party before the big festival. Well, the festival is tomorrow, Saturday, from 12 to 6, and we have 35 different businesses participating in our event. We have on the Placita, which is behind us, we have about 20 different restaurants, all showing their different foods that they make. We also have a couple of the incubator kitchens from Hot Bread Kitchen. We have the Luca and Bolo makes gourmet ice cream and a bunch of different Ethiopian food, all different stuff. Then we also have, in this area, the garden center, we have a Moroccan tent, which is featuring kiosk. They're going to be doing all natural fruit, hookah, and Moroccan food. We have Sugar Hill Beer Tent, which is made possible by our friends at Manhattan Beer Distribution. They'll be sampling about like 10 different craft beers, and then we have a children's zone with all different people. We have airbrush tattoos and Cutie Patootie Workshop and Scribble Art Workshop making paintbrushes out of natural fibers, and Coco LaVue is making jewelry boxes with the kids, so it's going to be really cool. The Gatanas family has strong roots in East Harlem, and Dimitri committed to bringing people together to foster economic development in the community.
I would say that I've opened a lot of businesses in East Harlem, and I've been in business in East Harlem for a long time. It started with my great-grandfather had a luncheonette on 124th and Lexington for about 10 years, and then my grandfather had Dimitri's Garden Center here for 25 years. And in that time period, I decided to keep that going here in East Harlem, including some food operations like restaurants.
Amid the oranges, yellows, and browns of fall, the Urban Garden Center is all about green.
We're here to represent the green community. We're here to promote sustainability, but we're also here to be a really good resource for gardeners in New York City. What we find is that this community is really yearning for that sort of thing, and we think we're filling that void. In particular, people that have home gardens, rooftop gardens, community gardens, they don't really have a resource to buy these products, and we feel that this fills that void.
Later in our program, we'll talk about the free tree giveaway that took place on the festival's third day. But there's a lot that's going to happen between now and then.
Well, first of all, we're excited about making our community whole here, and pairing all these food restaurants and businesses and nonprofit organizations all under one roof. and most of all to celebrate La Marqueta, because La Marqueta is a real icon of the community. It's a real symbol of East Harlem. And we feel that if we don't use the space more often and make best use of the space, I believe we're going to lose it one day. Right. And maybe not physically, but maybe in spirit.
Please visit us on the web at eharlemtv.com, where you could tell us what you think about our program, as well as access any of our stories.
We're back at the Harlem Festival Gala at the Urban Garden Center. For over 30 years, Youth Action has been motivating young people to be actively involved in improving their community through education and workforce development. Being green has also become an important consideration for them as well.
Well, we have big ideas about getting East Harlem greener, and sort of thinking green, acting green, being organic, recycling, doing the compost bit, and we want our roofs to be green, we want our backyards green, and so Youth Action is involved in that. We see our president saying get involved, we see our mayor saying get involved, and so we know that, we have to do something about, this climate change situation, we have to do something about recycling and reusing, we have to be a little more responsible as a country. We're 5% of the world's population, consuming 35 or 40% of the world. That's just not good. So here in East Harlem, we can do our bit.
In just a short time, professional event planner Adrian Mack put together a fantastic event and gave Eharlem TV a plug.
He's one of the gentlemen from Eharlem TV, and this is our hostess on the television show from Eharlem TV. You guys make sure you check out their program. Just quickly tell them where it is.
You can go to digitallaundry.net or eharlemtv.com. Adrian did a great job of getting the word out and encouraging local vendors to take part. She's also pretty good on camera.
Hello, my name is Adrian Mack. I'm with the East Harlem Harvest Festival. And right now we're at the East Harlem Harvest Festival Gala right here at Urban Garden Center, right here in East Harlem. Check us out Saturday for the fantastic East Harlem Harvest Festival with 20 food vendors, a Moroccan tent with hookah and fantastic Moroccan food, and then you've got the beer tent with even more beers to try. So stay tuned because it's going to be awesome tomorrow.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
It's day 2 here at the East Harlem Harvest Festival. Here we are at the Urban Garden Center on 116th Street and Park. We are filled with tons of activities for the children, which make me kind of feel like I want to be 5 years old again to truly enjoy it. With Halloween just a few days away, there were plenty of spacemen and princesses to take advantage of the craft sale, organized by a Scribble Art Workshop. I talked to founder Sasha Schwartz. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Scribble Art Workshop?
Yes, Scribble is a company that serves students starting at ages 18 months and going all the way up to 13 years old. And we're basically giving them creative and innovative art experiences throughout their childhood.
And how would each program be developed in a sense for the age group?
Okay, so our 18-month-olds are mini scribblers, our toddlers. It's basically giving them exposure to all different materials and all different types of art making. So they do sculpture, collage, painting, drawing, and then as we go up, it's just honing those skills. All of our students have art exhibits where we sell the kids' artwork, and we sponsor kids to take our classes for free. So a big part of our programming is treating our children as artists from the time that they enter our program, and part of being an artist is exhibiting your work. So
that's wonderful. And what inspired you?
I'm an artist, and I love working with children. I think children basically exemplify what's wonderful about being an artist. So they inspire me all the time.
Elsewhere in the garden center, we found activities more tailored for adults, sponsored by Harlem Brewing Company.
Well, the display here actually this is coming from hand distributors, and what they're doing is they're donating all the proceeds of all the beer that's here to taste to the organization that's handling the fundraising.
Harlem has its very own beer. Can you tell me which one?
That's Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill made in Harlem, 125th Street, and has delicious golden ale.
Yes, my name is Celeste Beatty. I'm the chief bottle washer at CBO for Harlem Brewing Company.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about Sugar Hill?
Sugar Hill, well, there is a tune by the name of Take the A Train, which was written by Mr. Strayhorn and made famous by Duke Ellington, and the tune was Take the A Train up to Sugar Hill in Harlem. That was the place that my family moved to in the 1950s from North Carolina to 144th Street, that area, and I wanted to pay homage and celebrate that area, so we named the beer Sugar Hill. I started brewing beer about 14 years ago here in Harlem on 123rd Street, and I love cooking with beer and started experimenting with all types of great ingredients. Some of them are sold right here at the Urban Garden, and I fell in love with cooking and created the recipe for Sugar Hill Golden Ale.
For the festival, the Urban Garden Center's magical space was transformed into a marketplace for local artisans selling photographs and jewelry.
Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, my name is Barbara Spraga of Mwimbaji Earth Jewelry.
Wonderful. I see you have such beautiful work. Where are you located?
Actually, I'm on 5th Avenue and 117th Street and right in the neighborhood. Love coming to the Urban Garden. It's one of my favorite places.
What inspired you to create with such natural products?
Trees. I love trees. I love trees. I'm totally inspired by trees and nature.
I specifically asked about one of Barbara's most intriguing pieces.
In this riverbed, we found this really crazy, twisted, I don't even know what kind of a tree this is, but it was going every which way. It was flat here, and then it would turn and get flat the other way, and turn and get flat the other. So I grabbed a whole mess of these pieces of wood and brought them back on the bus with me. It is called Labradorite. Really cool stone.
So where are you from?
I'm originally from Long Island, born and raised in Long Island.
So what inspired you to move to Harlem?
To East Harlem. I found this place. Well, I found it with a friend who was moving here also, and I happened to need a roommate, so I just kind of moved in with her. It was wonderful, and it was kind of the perfect timing. I always wanted to move to Manhattan, and then when I found this place, it was like, I have to take it.
Sarah Gatanas had a wonderful display from her own company, Tutubel.
You're one of the curators for the East Harlem Harvest Festival.
Yes. Tutubel is a business I started about a year and a half ago. Shortly after I had my daughter. I was buying her all these things, and I said, I know it's like something I was obsessing over. I have a background in fashion. I worked for Jones Apparel Group and Tommy Hilfiger and DKNY. So I had a love of fashion and background in children's wear as well. So then I took off a couple years to have my children, and I was looking to do something on my own, and I came up with Tutubel. You know what's funny is that I started off just doing like tutus and like hair accessories, and then everyone kept saying, we need something to go on top. And so then I came up with doing all these bling shirts. But what's funny is that I kept asking for adult sizes. So now actually my adult bling shirt business, it might be bigger than my tutus and girly stuff. It's pretty funny. And even the tutus, I always have people asking for adult sizes, so I carry those as well. This is something that Dimitri and I have been doing harvest festivals for many years through his garden center, but he has a culinary inspiration background, so he always wanted to do something more like a food and wine festival. And it happened to be that we were at Moscow 57, which was an event we were hosting here with the Russian tea room family. And we met Adrian, and Dimitri was telling her how he wants to do a food and wine festival, and she happens to have that perfect background to do that type of event. So basically, we put it together, and we were just waiting for this. It took forever, it felt like, to get the approval from the EDC so we could have the plaza and all 3 blocks participating and also offer all the things we're offering. So we've got the final approval, I think it was October 3rd. So it's been a whirlwind. I mean, eat, sleep, drink, everything East Harlem Harvest Festival.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarah, for speaking with us.
Thank you, Lorraine.
A corner of the garden was reserved for Kiosk Moroccan Restaurant, which is located only steps away, while across 116th Street over in the Marqueta, local bands provided the soundtracks for foods from around the neighborhood.
My business is Tanto Sabor, and currently we do festivals and fairs, and we also do catering and private events around New York City. I'm Dominican. My parents are originally from Dominican Republic. I was born here in Washington Heights, currently live in Harlem. And we currently offer empanadas, homemade. We make them in the morning. Nothing is frozen. Everything is fresh. We offer that during the fairs and festivals. And we also have an expanded menu that we could also do custom-made items for individuals and also businesses and offices if you'd like. I'm currently traveling through New York City. The business is pretty new. 2 months in right now. This is my sixth festival that I've done this year. So it's going pretty well right now. But like I said, I'm just trying to grow and build. The plan is to have a food truck within a year. You know, bringing the best Dominican flavor that I can to the people.
Wonderful. So you're the chef?
No, my mom is actually the one that does all the cooking, but I definitely help her prep, and I just take care of the business side of it.
We enjoyed all that La Marqueta had to offer. There's Fred with his grandson. What a great day for the East Harlem community. And I look forward to the second annual Harvest Festival. It's Sunday and time to give some trees away, free of charge to anyone who asks.
I'm a community initiatives manager at the New York Restoration Project, which is a nonprofit founded by Bette Midler to green open spaces in underserved communities in New York City. We're here today giving away trees. You can see behind me all of the great trees that we're giving away to be planted in the ground in the 5 boroughs as part of Million Trees NYC. And we'll be here until about noon today, and then we will do one more set of giveaways next weekend. Today we're going to give away 100 trees. Every event has been 100 trees except for one event that was special in Brooklyn, and we gave away 150 trees there. Oh, you know, it's wonderful. Everybody really loves the idea of getting trees to be planted on private property for free. You know, not only is there a free aspect to it, but we give away fruit trees so people can get access to fresh vegetables in their backyard or fresh fruits in their backyard. We give away trees that are native, so they bring in a lot of wildlife and they really support the wildlife and diversity that we have in New York City. And so I think the reaction so far has been very warm. You only take a tree if you want it. It's not foisted upon you. So people really seem to enjoy it. And we have such a great diversity of trees here, almost 50 species that we're giving away this year. The goal, of course, is to plant 1 million trees by 2017. That's part of Plan YC's big goal for 2030. What that'll do is that'll add a lot to the canopy cover of New York City, so that way the sun doesn't beat down as hard. We can catch more stormwater. We can clean the air. We can just do a lot more with our city and be a little bit healthier than we are right now.
Thanks to the Urban Garden Center and the East Harlem Harvest Festival for making our community a better and greener place. Eharlem TV is brought to you by Emblem Health Neighborhood Care, bringing care closer to the Harlem community, digital laundry production and archiving, the Fresh Bread Group Creative Communications, and with the generous support of the Peter and Carmen Lucia Buck Foundation.